G'day YouTube, Necro here. Haven't uploaded much in a while, so decided, screw it, I'm just going to record whatever random project I'm working on at the moment. As you can see, this is Warcraft again. Haven't done a video of Warcraft in a while. This is a custom race that I was working on a while back.
Alright, ready to work.
Just trying to figure out... Oh yeah.
Righto. What is it?
The premise of this faction is called the Order.
Ready to work. Yes, me
They
lord.
sort of come from a parallel universe. And they jumped through a dimensional gate into the world of Warcraft, essentially.
Righto.
They exist to fight demons. And so the Burning Legion wound up breaking into their world, and they managed to fight off the Burning Legion. So they followed the Legion back to where they came from. That's the long and short of it.
I can't build there.
I'm just trying to remember all of the details, because this is actually a bad start.
More gold.
See, these guys are demon hunters. Their main gameplay shtick is that they're defensive and economic. Their starting units are quite fragile,
More gold is required.
and they're all about getting as many resources as early as possible. That's sort of the whole point of RTS games in general, but
More gold is required.
the Order are good at holding out on their own turf until they build up a large enough
More work.
defense to go and attack the enemy.
More gold is required.
These storage pits are drop-off points for gold and lumber, so you can
Lord.
build these near gold mines instead of more town
More
halls.
work.
That's why I can't put them too close to the gold mines.
Yes, me lord.
I'm just sort of spreading them out a bit so that I can put buildings in between.
Yes, me lord.
They're very tech tree dependent. They have a lot of technologies. They need to build certain buildings and research certain technologies in a very specific order to get to the end tiers.
Job's done.
They start with 5 types of heroes to work with,
Yes, me lord. What?
and one of their endgame technologies not only allows them to field an extra hero
Yes,
in
me
the
lord.
end game. Age of Heroes. It allows them to train an additional hero, but all heroes gain 20% less experience. The first foot soldier that you make becomes a captain with increased stats. So foot soldiers, when I get to the battle camp, they get a large boost to their hit points, mana if they have it, defense, attack speed. And yeah, they're sort of like the veteran soldiers who train the other ones. This is a very expensive upgrade, but you want to get it early, life insurance. Because your units can be fragile early on, they're going to get themselves killed, and you want to get life insurance to reimburse some of their gold cost.
Job's done.
You also want to get salvage and plunder so that they can get resources attacking units and buildings. We'll go for the Gentleman Butcher hero to start with. He's your only warrior type hero, the others are mages or rogues. So he's your main tank, he summons hounds to back him up. He uses fire-based magic, and he has reincarnation. These heroes do have some
Job's done.
vanilla abilities. They have at least one. Put some huts down to get my food cost up. Each hut gives you about 8 food. Your heal 4 gives you 12 food. Once I get a marker down, I can research hunting dogs. This is the defensive ability of my tradesman.
Serve all believers.
It lets them summon a pair of hunting dogs to attack anyone who bothers them. And my heal 4 has a town alarm.
I am not afraid.
Everyone within the town has increased damage and armor. I'm actually going to have him go over here,
As you wish.
because in each of these little side pockets here are creeps for me to kill. And on this map, creeps guard the magic vaults, and vaults will drop a lot of resources. But the AI players will have that as well, so it's worth getting them as early as possible. Okay, so just from the get-go, I want 2 tradesmen on each mine, 2 lumberjacks in each corner, and then 1 dude running around building things. Get another battle camp up and running. And I'll need a divine forge to upgrade to tier 2. So yeah, that's sort of the balancing I made for these guys. You can't just jump to tier 2 whole straight away. You've actually got to get some stuff down and established. There isn't a lot of gold in these gold mines. They all started out with only 6,000 each, so I've got to work quickly to get them out of the way, get established, and start raiding one of my allies. Not sure whether to go for the undead over here or the night elves down here, simply because their AI tends to not work. Sentry forts are the main defense towers here. They're very expensive, but they have an extremely long radius that they can shoot from. Extremely fast sight range. They're very dangerous against air units, not so effective against ground units. But they can get an upgrade in about mid-tier that lets them attack units within their minimum
As you wish.
firing range. So they can't attack nearby creatures from the get-go.
Defending your name.
Okay, retreat him for now. Oop, pick up healing, pick up rebirth. Crystal Bowl. Let's see what the elves are up to. Okay, a bit further down than I expected.
Job's done.
Nevertheless, I can spine them in a moment.
Serve.
Okay, heal 4, upgrade to Donjon. Let's get a bunch of dudes out, start upgrading their stuff. Casters do get weapon and armor upgrades for the Order. Casters can be some of your best units here. There's also an upgrade specifically for siege weapons, but they don't get an armor upgrade. However, they're covered in the heavy plating. There's only 2 units otherwise that will get that, and the first one is these guys. Now your mercenaries, they're like cheaper, slightly worse foot soldiers, but they do get the salvage and plunder, and of course they're infantry, so they're covered by life insurance. Okay, let's aim up here. Okay, they're sort of building stuff. Yeah, the AI on this map is bugged. The Night Elves tend not to build anything. They've got basic stuff here, but now they're just harvesting a ton of lumber. The Undead don't seem to do much either. I'm still trying to fix that.
More work.
Stand and deliver.
The Orcs and the Humans tend to be my biggest pain in the ass.
Off I go then. Alright.
So I'll start covering these corners here that they tend to come from. Once I'm up to Hill Fort, I'll be able to get my next hero. I like to go for the Star Child as my secondary, simply because she's dedicated healer. You always want to have a Star Child because they're the best healer.
Research complete.
The Guild Huntress has a pretty strong ultimate, like it's a little bit powerful. She drops a ward that shoots at nearby enemies, and then it'll turn enemy corpses into smaller, weaker versions of itself. And those ones can actually go up to like 4 generations down of weaker wards. They're roughly the same strength as the Shadowhunter's Sentry wards. They're based off of Rokan's campaign Sentry ward. Let's get Timber Mill and Shaft Mining. That's an actual gold mine, not my storage pit. Getting all the upgrades.
Should I mess someone
I
up?
can go straight to Bastille, because I've got the altar for tier 3.
Research complete.
Let me face the peril.
Stand and
I
deliver.
am not afraid. For my
Let's just clear out these other
Ah,
creep
the great
camps.
outdoors.
for honor.
I thought I fixed her aura. I don't know why.
For the chief.
For some reason, the custom model I use for hero auras tends to bug out and just show up as red. This is a really, really old version of the map that I had intended.
I am not afraid.
The few changes I actually want to make that your tradesmen, your workers, don't actually cost food. However, you're limited to, say, 3 or 4 per hut that you build.
Honor.
And, can't quite see in the donjon, but,
Yes, me lord.
select the multiple dudes. A lot of the units here have lore tidbits in their descriptions that you can read about. And when I've got a satisfactory version of the faction ready,
At your call.
I'll try to upload this to the Hive Workshop. Okay, where the hell is the undead player? They just did not spawn at all. Should be there.
Ready
And then
to
once you
work.
get Age of Heroes, you can get either the Warlock or the Stygian. Well, I'll be able to get one of them. But I'll go for the Warlock because the Stygian tends to be a bit bugged with her Entice ability. Sometimes she seems to put it on every unit, and it's a buffing spell, so she buffs your enemies
Research complete.
and herself when she's not
Job
supposed to.
done. What? Yes, me lord.
Sneak a dude out here, get a storage pit up. Hopefully no one kills him on the way. The fact that I haven't been attacked yet makes me nervous. The orcs are normally friggin' here by now. Just keep racking up the upgrades. Let's get quarry mining and carpentry guild. Max out our resource collection rate. Let's get poison arrows on you.
Let me face the peril.
I've no time for games.
These managed to sneak through okay. Ah, there they are.
Yes, me lord.
Scout around with them for a little bit. They have a necropolis.
All right.
Our
Right.
Oh.
town is under
I have a
siege.
land.
I saw them just before I got the notification. Fire town bell. Feral spirit. Getting to chase the
I've no
orcs up
time for
there.
games.
So they're going to start hassling me from this direction, I think.
Research complete.
Of course, I go for the one side I don't have a sentry fort up yet.
Off I go then. Righto.
Okay, so
All right.
it seems to me the undead player got a town hall but no workers,
Research complete.
or because of the creeps are put
Off
down,
I go then.
their workers have been
Yes, my lord.
killed. Because, this little pocket in here, any munchkin can just wander into
Off I
it.
go then.
Our gold mine is running low.
Righto.
Oh, yep.
All right. Righto. Yes, me lord.
Our gold mine is running
Off
low.
I go then.
Our gold mine is running low.
Better late than never on this. Yeah, Kelfsar was here, so he must have killed the, acolytes and the ghoul. He's supposed to be sitting over there.
You dare threaten me?
They're only level 3 heroes, so 1 point in every ability, but as elite creeps, they guard another batch of treasure. I'm sort of waiting for the gold mines to clear off just so I can put some new buildings down.
Research complete.
I need the academy to get alchemy so I can get the next fortification upgrades. Yeah, these sentry forts take a long time to build. And they can get torn apart pretty easily.
What?
Our forces are
Righto.
under
Let's
attack.
get going.
Oh, I forgot I had you.
I await your command.
That's another weakness of the Order as well. Their higher tier structures are huge.
Righto.
These
Job
chapels
done.
and
All right.
they're supposed to be called war fortresses, not sentry forts, so I've just sort of copied the text over accidentally.
Forces are under attack.
Okay, the human race is sort of slouching. They haven't got too high up. Then again, 2 of these heroes probably cleared them out. So I can construct the
Our town is
laboratories.
under siege.
I have a
Oh, bugger.
Job
Our
done.
forces are under attack.
Damn, I need burning pitch, which needs alchemy, which needs the academy. This is not good, guys. Not good at all.
Forces are under attack. Hero has fallen.
Job done.
Where the hell are you, bitch?
Our hero has fallen. Our forces are under attack.
I do believe I am boned.
What is making
And for some reason this bitch is still standing there. Bucket.
glad? I'm game.
Get fucking wrecked. Let's get the Architect's Guild so that new stuff builds 10% already done.
Job's done.
Get Sappers because we've got resources. Get Engineering to increase the attack rate of our towers. War Fortress. Nice. Yeah, War Fortress trains your best units. The Blackguards, once you get their upgrade, they can be absolutely deadly against heroes. The Ulans come with hunting dogs, so it's just extra chip damage and cannon fodder. Steam Behemoths are powerful.
Yes, me
Upgrade
lord.
complete. Upgrade complete. Research complete. Research
All
complete.
right.
Research complete.
More work.
I'm gonna have to replace those sentry forts. Annoyingly.
Yes, me lord.
Yeah, thinking a revision, I might have to make them
Righto.
build a lot faster. Because they just get destroyed way too quickly.
Research complete.
Let's get Bardic Inspiration to increase the movement speed.
I live to serve.
Okay, you need Age of Heroes to upgrade to the university. But we'll start getting the trainings. Which one was it? We need Failed Summer Court to start training nymphs. Nymphs are special casters, not very strong, but they are immune to magic. They come with one attack spell and one aura. The aura changes as you upgrade them. These ones start with Fawn's aura, then they go up to, I think it's like a slowing aura, damage aura, healing aura, and then finally they do a massive life drain on enemies right next to them.
Off I go then. Yes, me lord.
But you don't really get to pick and choose, so that's something I want to fix in the revision. Vigilance, as you can read here, they're anti-casters, they got feedback,
Research complete.
they use mana to deal bonus damage, and their Vengeance aura damages nearby enemy units. Arcanists are your damage casters, they've got strong single targeting and area effect spells. The Inquisitors are your healers, they've got heal, they can stop enemies from running away, and they do come with a strong AoE once you get them up to their master level. In this case it's Bishophood training.
Research complete.
I gave the casters
Our town
unique
is under siege.
names. Oh, fuck me. Right. Yep, these sentry forts need a speed buff. Fuck you.
Job's done.
Research
Get alchemy up and running so I can get all my other upgrades. We can get these two now.
What would you ask of me? For honor. As you wish.
I don't really like consumable items, but... Oh,
I
You
have
bastard.
nothing to defend.
wonder what that sound was.
Yes, me lord.
Run off with my dude.
More work.
I wonder why they
All
stopped
right.
building. I fucking hate
Let
them.
me face the peril.
Get that. The Unlucky Terror Deck, it's a bit of a joke item. They reduce damage by 77%, they increase arm by 7% chance to invade attacks, 77.77% chance to deal 77 bonus damage,
I am
and
not afraid.
you come with a revive.
Job's
Let me
done.
face the peril.
And then the market actually allows you to swap lumber for gold to 400 of one resource for 250 of another. That way you can't sort of like break the bank.
Yes, me lord. Off I go then.
Okay, Laboratory's got a fair few upgrades here. So Pegasus Jockeys are sort of like our basic air units. Darksteel Golems are sort of like melee siege units. You sort of need to train mercenaries to pilot them. They can walk on their own, but they need a thing to attack. So they're like orc burrows on legs. Bombards are your early siege equipment, in addition to the Darksteel Golems. But they critically hit against buildings, which is nice. And then dirigibles are scouts. I'm actually going to get one up. And get the camo upgrade. So I can spy on the orcs. Actually, we'll get a couple out. Because God knows what they're up to. Just because we can get all the upgrades. Let's get our Warlock out. We need a University to get the Age of Legends upgrade. Working on that. Get Burning Pitch. So that we can finally get our Molotov's upgrade. Or murder holes in this sense, but
Are we being invaded?
same diff.
I'm game.
Still the stuff silence.
Making trails.
Okay. So let's poke you there. And let's poke you there.
Search complete.
I am
I
not
should have been
afraid.
using my crystal bowl for this. Forgot I had it.
Research.
This guy's abilities are quite strong. He comes with Rain of Fire, so that's good AoE. He's got Summoned Lava Spawn, so he's got minions. He's got the same aura bug as the healer, unfortunately.
Upgrade complete.
His Lifetime Aura. Nearby friendly units regain hit points when they kill creatures, and it's based off whatever they killed's hit points. And then they just get Finger of Death. So, absolutely annihilate one creature.
Face the peril.
I've no time for games.
Thy bidding.
Let's get Age of Legends going. Murder Holes. Thank God. Spell Warded Masonry. Yes.
Job's done.
One of the upgrades that I got a while
I am
back,
not afraid. It shall be done.
Architects Guilds, actually gives regeneration to all buildings. It's very, very slow, but it does kick in eventually. See, I've got all the upgrades from Storage Pit.
Research complete.
Start getting upgrades from the universities. Don't know why it's benefiting from the aura. I'm gonna have to sort that.
Research complete.
So yeah, these things are very, very fragile. Start getting some Ulans and Blackguards up.
Research complete.
Just in case the orcs come knocking. Really chewed through my gold reserves. Still got that one dude who's going back and forth though. Yeah, King Slayers! Get them heroes!
Our hero has fallen.
I've no time.
Dude, again.
Story is full.
Yeah, these dudes are absolutely wrecking house. And out comes the sun, so these girls are actually going to start losing health. Maybe the Night Watchers need a nerf. They don't even have the full,
Our forces are under attack.
armor and attack upgrades, and they've got pretty high damage threshold. Don't know if they're supposed to have hero armor either. Either way. Before the enemy's absolutely annihilated, let's show off some more of the other units. Alright.
Someone call for the doctor?
So this is the Steam Behemoth. In its base form, it's got a pretty strong long-ranged attack. It's got the demolition upgrade, so it has a critical strike against enemy buildings. These two abilities it needs to be upgraded. It's got the Flame Jet, this is for dealing with ground units, and the Salvo automatically homes in on air units and buildings. I actually send it up here so we can see that in action. All these poor saps trying to rebuild. Don't know why he's got the name Pixar Lancer. He's supposed to be a mangonel.
Research complete.
He's a very cheap, lower tier siege weapon. They can attack air units, but they have a secret critical hit that gives them a 50-50 of dealing no damage to an air unit. These boys have got the same aura problem, I don't know why. As you can see, he can't attack at the moment until we pop 4 of those bad boys in.
How may I serve?
This boy's just got Forked Lightning, only targets one dude. Astral Strike is a very powerful,
Choice mine.
small range AoE.
Right
That's the
away.
wrong spell effect, don't know what happened
Forces
there.
are under attack.
These are the nymphs, look at the tiny little bastards. This is their rank 4. One more upgrade and there'll be the Astral Fae. So yeah, she comes with Carrion Swarm, they phase shift, they've got spell immunity. The tier before her, she would be a Infernal Nymph. She would have the Command Aura bonus, and I think it's a Firebolt.
Forces are under attack.
They start out as Summer Fae, which have Entangling Roots and Thorns. The Unseelie have, I think it's Frost Nova and a Slowing Aura. We'll see what she turns into in a second. Bombard's a bombard, nothing too special.
What you got? Stand and
Right,
deliver.
mercenaries. Send you out to go and wreck shit.
What do you need?
Geminero, another boy whose auras are above their heads.
Research.
This dude's a captain.
Yes, my liege. Orders? Aye, my lord.
These guys are sort of like slightly better mercenaries, but they've got
need?
strong attack and less
Our
defense.
forces are under attack.
They've got critical strike and evasion, essentially. Hey, look at this. We'll send him up here so he bothers those buildings. Doesn't quite take them out just yet. Or not.
Our forces are under attack.
Yeah, fast little buggers. Geminero. And the Darksteel Golems are speed, but you need to invest a lot of mercenaries into upgrading them. And of course, attacking Orc buildings isn't a good idea. Yeah, really don't know what's up with that. Is your Vigilance. She's got a Vengeance Aura, it's essentially Immolation. Resistant Skin, because she's a champion.
Our forces are
Love
under
Assurance
attack.
Feedback, Searing Strikes.
Understood.
Yes, my friend.
This Inquisitor is our healer. He's got Heal, he's got Seal Evil. It's essentially an ensnare. And then Ninth Gate is his ultimate. This is his AoE for banishing monsters. It only damages organic enemies. And these essentially have an invisible immolation aura, so the damage does not overlap.
Right away.
These are Astral Nymphs. Eldritch Wave.
Research complete.
It sort of works like a fan of knives. That's her attack. And then Time Rift Aura. It's essentially immolation again. Pretty much almost cleared everyone out. But you sort of get the concept, and the lore tidbits are worth reading as well.
Our forces are under attack.
But yeah, I've got to fix up a lot of things here, unfortunately.
We elves are not.
The win condition for this map is simply destroy every enemy building. And there's 2 farms here, so there's technically some still alive. No. Okay, where is the last dude's place?
Research complete.
No, that's all of them. I think there's just a bit of a delay on the timer that checks to see if everyone's dead. There it goes. But yeah, that's my take on the Order faction. And yeah, as you can see, the map that I made for is called Four Corners. Either way, that'll be all for now. We'll probably be back with some different random bullshit, say 5 months' time. Anyway, this is Necro signing off. Good night. Stay classy.